Hey all, another update. As you can see, I got the green screen set up. Unfortunately, something was wrong with it. It worked fine, but it was supposed to be a lot bigger. You can see over here there's a post, and then a post here. There's actually one other one up here I took out, so this was supposed to be like 10 feet long. And it's actually only about 5, 6-ish, 5.5 feet wide, which means I got to zoom in a bit. It works okay, but I don't know if they sent me the wrong thing. I got it quite some time ago, so can't return it in any of that. But I think it might have been like a portrait thing because they had some other colored sheets and things in there and stuff. But it works okay. I'll just get my light set up, which seems to work okay. We'll see. But this is how the green screen works. If you're in digital media and interested in taking digital media next year, or advanced digital media, we'll be doing a bunch of stuff like this. I had a room that was kind of lined up next year we're going to use for a little studio, do some really cool things, or this year, and then things of course went not so good this year. If we come back, I don't know if we're going to be doing video stuff because it requires getting together with people in close proximity and things like that. So anyway, but this will give you some idea what you can do. I've been playing around with it more. There's some really cool things you can do with Premiere. That was the one we used last year. We would be using this year, but again, and we'll be using it next year. So got some good stuff planned for next year. So again, if you're in Digital Media 1 and you want to do some cool Digital Media 2 stuff, there you go. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop and I'm going to zoom in. So this will be all my background, and then we'll take a look at how this kind of works, plays around with. Okay, so what I've done is I've zoomed the camera in so the green fills the whole background. Now, what we're going to do is take out anything that's green. Through using Adobe Premiere, which is the program we'll be using next year. And then we can replace it with any other image. Now, the problem that you run into, and again, it's something we're going to work with next year, is that if you pick like one small range of green, but if you note behind me, there's a lot of shadows and things. So those aren't going to work as well. And some tweaks you can do to make it work better. Also, when we're at school, we'll probably have it'll be a little nicer studio than my garage. And we'll be able to have some lights up above, which help a lot to kind of wash out the shadows. So you won't have these two shadows behind me. But we'll see. So right now, this is the green screen. So now I'm going to throw in a couple backgrounds. And this I'm not doing right now. I'm going to do it in production. So after I filmed it, I'm going to do it on the computer. Okay, now first I'm going to do is kind of a light background, and you can see where that doesn't work too well with the setup I have now. I'm still tweaking it. I've got some more lights I want to put up to kind of fill in these shadows. Okay, but with some of the darker backgrounds, like brick walls, wood, things like that, that may have some shadowy areas in it anyway, it actually works pretty well. So, like I said, that's what we'll do with that. Can also do some animated backgrounds. We can have video and video things, which I'll probably hold on until next time to play with. But again, if you're into that, you want to become a YouTube star, Digital Media 2. And Digital Media 1, we do some of it too, given the usual year. And I think my last video I put up, I think I get 39 views, so I think you get like $8 for every 1,000 ballpark, or maybe it's 10,000. Anyway, so if I can get, 100,000 times more views than I have now, we good. So anyway, the green screen. Now let's leave it up. Okay, class-wise, so at this point, everything that you've turned in, I've graded. Okay, as usual, make sure to check Q to make sure I didn't make a mistake, to make sure that you didn't finish something and forget to submit it, whatever. Check it, and if there's anything you have a question on, make sure to tell me, and we'll get it sorted out. Just want to make sure you get all the points. You can also make up projects 23 through 28. And most people do them good, but there are some people who, if they turn those projects in, those make-up projects, you'll pass the class. If you do not turn them in, you will not pass the class. And most of those people, I actually think everyone in that situation I've talked to. So make sure. I'm going to be pestering you over the rest of the break to do so. Cyber High. Okay, if you're in Cyber High, I am doing the Cyber High program over the break, so you can take tests. Because of the pandemic, I'm not going anywhere or doing anything. We're basically staying home. So I'm home most of the time, and I usually have the computer on at least and check it periodically. I just made up a test today for Mr. Y. But yeah, you can take them pretty much any time. The official hours, you don't have to worry about. Just send me an email when you're ready, and I'm not going on vacations or anything. Most will be going to pick up some groceries or something. So again, get those out of the way. You get them out of the way over the break, and you don't have to take them in summer school or next semester. Okay, so that's for school stuff. I've also been playing around with some of the other effects you can use in Premiere. Last night we had these really cool clouds over the moon. It was almost a full moon, and they were like these little patchy clouds going by it. I went out and recorded it for about 20 minutes, and then I sped the whole thing up, so it had kind of this cool effect, and I'm going to try putting some filters. I'll plug that in here so you can kind of see what we're doing. And again, we'll play with that next year. Also, Humble Bundle, humblebundle.com has some really good bundles on right now. It's basically, they put a whole bunch of software together from publishers, and they give a big chunk of it to charity. So you get some really good deals. And they've got some effects type ones that you can add in to video, and I'm going to get some of those, I think. I'm going to order those. I've actually been picking up Humble Bundles since 2013 was my earliest one. And usually what I do is I find something I like, download that one out of the 20, and I decide I better register. A lot of them register with Steam or you download, and I've got literally hundreds of them that I'm slowly going through and registering to Steam. A lot of them are just kind of like games and such, but some are interesting. But again, Humble Bundles got some good stuff now. Okay, other books and stuff, games and whatnot. Okay, finishing up the Wheel of Time on book 13 out of 14, and then I'll be done. It's picked up quite a bit. It was always pretty good, but the middle ones kind of got going a little slow. I recommend it. It's a bunch of books that are really big, so it goes on, but the world building is excellent. Games, still playing Hearthstone, kind of getting a little bored of it now. Go on kind of, and then I start playing a game and it's like, I'm not having that much fun with it. It's kind of okay. Need to play some other ones. I downloaded a bunch of Humble Bundle ones, so I'll check those out. Little EverQuest, Balloons, nothing really exciting right now. Need to find some good ones. Age of Empires, something like that I want to play. Oh, and it's a couple days after Christmas. Got, a few Christmas presents. A couple cool ones. I'll go get them, show them to you. Okay, here I am, closer up. Okay, my sister gave me Mole Rats from Outer Space. Haven't played it yet, but it looks amusing. It's got little mole rats in there. Okay, I also, a niece of mine wanted Mr. Toast. And I did not realize there was a Mr. Toast game, so I got one for myself too. So I have not played it yet. It's still in the wrapper, collector item, but Mr. Toast. It's actually really amusing. My wife has some of the original art and Mr. Toast. And then my sister decided that her new thing was going to be to get me the creepiest Christmas ornament she could every year. This was year one. And she did well. She did well. She got the creepy Christmas ornament. This is a doll head with various lace things. There we go over here. It's creepy. I don't know why I don't think it was made to be creepy. I think someone just made it. She didn't make it. She bought it somewhere. I think it might have been a thrift store, but it's creepy. There we go. Can't focus in that much. Oh, you can. Maybe I'll make that my new icon or something on the thing. I was amusing. Anyway, I approve. Creepy Christmas ornaments. Okay, well that's about that. It's actually Sunday the 27th, so we're about halfway through the break. Hope everyone's keeping safe. We'll be seeing you next week on Tuesday. Remember, Monday is like a teacher work day, which I'm not sure exactly what we'll be doing, but you guys won't be. You can relax. So I'll be seeing you Tuesday. I'll be continuing on. I'll let you know when I have more information on next year's schedule. Have a good second half of the vacation, and see you in a bit.